Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Bunny Cakes and welcome to my channel for the first time if you're new here. So today I am going to be doing my week 3 Medievalathon vlog. um, Still having trouble with the words these days. Um, so first I'm going to start with something that's not entirely bookish. I just think it's cool. So, recently, I have been doing my best to support creators and performers that I really enjoy the content of. Whether they're YouTubers or drag queens or magicians or whatever, people who put out content that I like, that I know are being hit right now because of the pandemic, because they can't go out and perform. And I typically mean people who aren't necessarily ridiculously popular. So there is this magician, well, anti-conjurer. His name is Dan Sperry, and I had been wanting some of his merch for a while, but I decided that right now seemed like as good a time as any, and it might actually even be beneficial to him since he is a performer and in Vegas, and he's definitely not doing shows right now. So his name is Dan Sperry, and I will link his channel below because he has a YouTube channel, and this is technically bookish because he has been reading children's books lately on his channel. He's a goth magician, and he does shock value and magic tricks and that and illusions and that sort of thing. But one of the reasons I really wanted some of his merch is because his primary logo really truly fits my aesthetic, and I'm going to show you because it's on this shirt I'm wearing. As you can see, his name's here on my shirt, and I'm going to move the camera because I don't want to stand up. So as you can see here, it is a bunny on a pentagram. It's a penta bunny, and I love it. And the only thing that makes me upset is that he thought of it before I did. um, I wish that could totally be my logo for my channel because it would be very fitting. But anyway, I didn't just get the shirt. I got a deck of playing cards, which was really cool. So let me do this with my right hand. So it looks like this on the box, and they're really cool. And so there's the cards, and I love the Joker because it's Dan Sperry himself as the Joker. So mainly the reason why I'm putting this as part of this vlog is that it doesn't fit anywhere else. And you'll also notice that I'm wearing my top hat today, which I've never done before on my channel. And the actual reason that I got the cards isn't because I do magic tricks, because I can't, my hands won't let me. I wear some cards in my top hat, like so. And you'll see I actually have a black one back here. It's waterproof. It's from a different deck. And there's my spider, Charlotte. So I actually got the card so I could put the ace. And I ended up putting the Joker in my top hat. And so, like, that was cool. I got what I ordered, right? And that was fine. And of course he tucked in a little extra sticker, which is going to go on my laptop with all my other stickers. And that was cool, but the thing that added this extra special touch that made me decide to actually talk about it in this vlog and made it special is what happened to the packaging. So I was just shredding into the packaging because I was like, oh, my stuff is here, I want to wear the shirt and everything. So I'm tearing the tape off and I flip it over and I find that he wrote on the package, it says personal handwriting. I do believe it looks like the handwriting I've seen him do on his channel. I was like, that is such a cool personal touch for merch, and I've never had that happen before. I've gotten merch from other people and not had that extra personal touch, and it just made it like a little bit extra more special. And now, of course, I can't throw away the packaging because it's special. So I'm gonna have to put that somewhere. But yeah, I wanted to share that because it was one of my today in awesome kind of things. Stole that phrase from, I believe, Philip DeFranco. Um, anyway, so I wanted to share that. It was really cool, really awesome. I really love that. And because I have been buying more YouTuber merch, you're going to see me wearing other YouTubers um, stuff. And totally not sponsored at all. This is just me fangirling just a little bit over something cool that happened to me. Anyway, on to the readathon. Um, I have gotten a couple more books finished. I am up to the Princess Rank, which I think is 5. I finished 2 books yesterday. It feels like today for me because of the way I've been sleeping. I finished Classic Vampire Stories, an audiobook today while I was out shopping. Scratch that, yesterday. And I also got this surprise, well, not technically a surprise because I bought it for myself, but it got here earlier than I was expecting. Charlie the Choo Choo, which is a children's book made after a character from Stephen King's book, not The Drawing of the Three. I want to say, it's from the Dark Tower series. I almost want to say Wizard and Glass, but I think it was the one before that. Anyway, so I read those 2. So now I have the hooded outfit. I have a fox. I have a horse. I have 2 cats. No weapons, but I'm a princess or a royal or whatever, if you want to use the gender neutral term. I am a newbie royal. And I am taking over apparently without violence, which is surprising more to me than literally anyone else. So I'm doing really good with the readathon. A little bit of a life update. I have been sleeping better, which means work is going better, which means reading is going better. Mostly because my body is trying to catch up on sleep, I have been sleeping more, obviously. So, like, I'll sit down to read, and I'll get, like, 3 or 4 pages in, and it's relaxing, so I'm asleep for a couple of hours. That's all well and good. In other bookish news, and also in life news, if whoever has the voodoo doll on me could please quit. I feel I've learned my lesson, and I'm sorry. And the reason that's bookish is because last weekend, I think I mentioned this in my last vlog, I started rearranging my bookshelves. In part because I wanted to gather all of my Stephen King books together on one shelf because I'm planning to do a Stephen King collection. That I want to put on this channel, and I wanted to have all my books there, and also because I'm trying to collect Stephen King books, I need it's easier to figure out what I have and don't have if everybody's all together. So that was going quite well last week. It went really well. I may have overworked myself a teeny tiny bit, but I also think that helped me end up sleeping better. Today, however, and it really was today because it was well after midnight. It was like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. I was moving some books from one shelf to another, and one of my bookshelves is at the end of my bed, which is fine. But to get to one of the higher shelves, I had to kind of stand up on the bed, which was also fine. I'm used to that. But apparently I ran out of accident-free days, and I went to step down off of my bed, and my foot got hung up on something. I think it was the sheet, and I took quite a tumble. Good news is that I fall often because I'm clumsy. Well, not super often, but often enough that I've learned to fall in such a way that I typically don't get seriously injured. Actually, I don't think I've ever been seriously injured from a fall. However, when I do fall, it looks terrifying to anybody who, especially people who love me, that see it. So I fell off the bed into a big old stack of books and very close to a door frame. So my fiance thought that I died, and I knew I immediately knew that I wasn't hurt, at least not badly. but my left knee is really not happy with life. It's bruised. I've got bruises all down the front of me and on my arms, so you are going to see me waving my arms in videos in the coming days, and you're probably going to see bruises all over me. I promise you, I am not in danger from anybody except for myself. um because that's just who I am as a person. I'm clumsy, and I never properly learned how to operate a human body. um, that's not to say I'm not human. You know who you are that just thought that and tried to take that as evidence. It's just that I never really got out of that awkward phase in puberty where you learn how to operate your body correctly. And also for scientific purposes, I test gravity on occasion just to make sure it still works, you know. So first warning system. And as I told my fiance today, it's also a free stress test for your heart. Turns out his heart's fine. He's welcome. um anyway, so I'm a bit beaten up and bruised up. And on top of that, I actually pulled a muscle in my shoulder while I was shopping today. I'm not entirely sure how. So again, whoever has the voodoo doll, I'm sorry. Please stop. We can talk about this. Communication is key. You're hurting me, and I would like to fix this relationship between us. um, Other than that, though, the reading is going really well. I haven't been participating in the Discord as much this week because I've either been working or sleeping or trying to read, and also apparently preparing to try to injure myself in the least damaging way possible. Um, but yeah, this has been more of a ramble than anything else. I am hoping to finish at least 3 more books this week before the end of the month because I am partway through I'll Be Gone in the Dark, and I am partway through Dead Ends, which is a book about Eileen Warnos. And actually, no, that's 4 books because I want to finish Dear Dawn, which is another book by about Eileen Warnos, and I would like to finish the Riley Sager book that's on my TBR for this month. Last time I lied, so I'm hoping to try to cram 4 more books in between. Well, it's not technically 4 books because I'm about halfway through Dead Ends and I'll Be Gone in the Dark, but I'm hoping to finish 4 more books by the end of the night on the 31st. We'll see how I do. I will definitely be an empress by then. I might actually have achieved a weapon. No, I won't. I won't have achieved a weapon. I'm going to do a non-violent takeover, or at least a bloodless takeover, because violence, it doesn't always involve blood. Um, and I can't really say a non-violent takeover because anybody who knows me and my Slytherin tendencies at all is going to be dying of laughter at the thought of me doing a non-violent takeover. Um, so I'm hoping that I will be an empress and I will probably have a companion or 2 if everything goes to plan, which I'm hoping. I'm hoping that by the end of today that I will have finished at least one of the 2 books I'm partway through. And I might even try to squeak Frankenstein in there again. I don't know. I want to say 30% of the way through that, but I'm also thinking about going back and starting that over. So that might get pushed as a partial reread into next month. But again, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Oh, and if you like my hat, tell me if you think I should wear it in more videos. Because I'm thinking about discontinuing its use when I'm out in public for a little while because the hat and the mask is very hot. So I'm also looking for a new hat to wear in public that might not be as hot. Anyway, if you like the hat in the videos, let me know. If you have suggestions for other cool hats that I can wear when I'm going out in public, also leave that down below. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.